Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 10, Destined for a Storm. Wanda is still up to her shenanigans. She is still in there. She done backpedaled a little bit. You know, what was that, Kimmy? And Kimmy says, oh, I was clear. Ain't gonna be no bitches. Wanda tries to, and Kimmy's just like, but I said, we just not gonna do no bitches. Like, you can feel how you want to feel. You can say what you want to say, but keep the bitches. That's all she's saying. That's all Kimmy's saying. She backs down, of course, because Wanda don't be wanting no smoke with Kimmy. Kimmy, you know, she ain't too far behind in age. So she got her number. Anyway, Marcel and Maurice, they go to the side and they talk about Wanda. Of course, you know, now this is all Wanda's fault. Everything is Wanda's fault. Everything. She's the one that's bringing up the rumors. She's the one that's always coming back with the social media mess. And granted, she does. Wanda is, she keeps the storylines going as far as her daughter and son-in-law go. And sometimes, you know, the other cast members as well, but she is there with a purpose and she has a job to do. And it's obvious that, on this show, she's our pot stirrer. There's a pot stirrer in every, you know, ensemble cast. There has to be, otherwise there won't be any conflict. There won't be any drama for the show. And I don't know why everybody is so, I don't know. Wanda doesn't bother me. For one, everything that comes out her mouth is comical. Everything. Every last thing that comes out of her mouth, I get a kick out of. I laugh at her. So to me, I'm entertained by what she gives on Love and Marriage Huntsville. For others, it's like, I guess it's draining now. It's old, but it's like, without Wanda, what will we be talking about? What Kimmy and Maurice got going on? Nothing. What Martell got going on? Nothing. What Destiny doing? Nothing. What Tiffany and Lewis got going on? Nothing. So Wanda got to come in and add a little salt to it. Otherwise, we'd be bored. We would be absolutely bored if Wanda was not a part of this show, was not the one that came in. Now, granted, sometimes she takes it too far, and it's very outlandish, and I guess she pokes the bear, because not everybody wants to play that game. You know, because for one, this is reality, and so this is people's real lives, and you have your opinions, and you know, you done heard this and heard that, but continuously, you know, bringing it up or adding how you feel to the equation causes for conflict in most occasions. And so, yeah. But I mean, ain't that what she's supposed to be doing? That's what Carlos them told her to do. And so she's just doing what she was told. But I don't like that Marceau tries to make it all Wanda. It's Wanda. It's Wanda. She the problem. She the problem with everything. It's like, no, you lie. You lie. Both he and Maurice were on some, it's Wanda's toxic energy. It's her. It's like, yeah, that too. But y'all also be lying. Y'all be lying. She wouldn't have nothing to talk about if y'all went out here doing what you're doing. Seemed to me like Wanda's wrong. Marceau's wrong. Maurice is in the wrong for lying. Like, stop lying. And this lady won't have nothing to bring back or run back to Tisha. I digress. Maurice brings up the ATL trip. Of course, he's still saying he didn't know. I feel like he knew. I don't know whether or not I'm just remembering something that didn't happen, but I felt like we saw he and Marceau have this conversation where they was going. I don't know. Maybe it was Lewis. No, Lewis and Tiffany found out at the same time, but I could have sworn he told Marceau and Maurice at the same time. Maybe I'm just mistaken. But anyway, Maurice wants to make sure that this is all okay with Tisha. He's like, is this okay with Tisha? Is she going to be okay with this? Did you run it past her? And Marcel like, listen, me and Tisha good. We good. Like, we don't have those, like, it's nothing is going to, you know, penetrate this marriage. Nothing. Like, we good on the home front. And it's like, what? Is this the Twilight Zone? What? She was just sitting with you in a car crying about not being sure about what's happening. So what do you mean it's not penetrated your marriage? It absolutely did. That's why Tisha's sitting in his front seat crying. Anyway, he talking about he trying to figure out a way to word it so it doesn't sound like he going to Atlanta with Martell and them. And it's like, so you already before you even can talk to her, you already trying to get your lie together. It can be a work thing. Because for him, everything is semantics. You know, it's, well, I'm gonna work while I'm down there anyway, so it's a work trip. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's a work trip. That's what he gonna tell her. He going on a work trip. I can put it to her like it's a work trip. Anyway, Vanessa, she drops in on Mel. And Mel has her skincare line. You know, she's relaunching because what we saw in the past, passe. X that. She's back. Melody Cherie. Okay, we have rebranded. We got a new. We going by a new name and everything. All that. And for I can commend all of that. The way that Melody has turned it around. You know, post divorce. It's like, you know, good on you, girl. Good on you. You didn't let this hiccup in your life, you know, deter you in any way. Like, she wasn't derailed at all as far as I'm concerned. Like, as far as my eyes can see, I don't see where this has derailed her. If anything, you know, sis kind of catapulted a little bit. Go you. But she has the skincare. She's relaunching her skincare. I think it's called 7th Avenue now. It was Premier 7th Avenue. I think that's what it's called, but it was something else before. And it's, you know, it's, you know, skincare, like, you know, cleansers and oils and all of that. She has a milk bath, and her mama just coming around there, you know, for the launching, and she's gonna help her with the promotion and all of that. She's gonna help her get her stuff together, because she's in there boxing up. I don't know, maybe she was, you know, giving out gift boxes or something. I don't know, but they looking at the promotion pictures and all of that, and one of them is for the milk bath, and she's like, you know, this is tasteful, this is nice, you know. It's a couple other ones I ain't really see it for those. And she's like, which one's mama? Which one, mama? Mama said she ain't like the one with the side cheek out. She ain't like that. And my mama be saying that to me about my reels. Well, she's only done this once, actually. Let me not say she be saying like this is a regular thing, but she done checked me about a reel before, you know. That one was a bit much, a little bit too much cussing. Mama ain't gonna really be able to deal with that one. Let's not go that route. She told me to keep it clean, keep it Sinbad. She ain't like all the mother, you know, that I was dropping in the reel. So mama's gonna mama. I'm gonna do the same thing, you know. Anyway, Mel, of course, per usual, this is the same speech we always get. I'm leaving the negativity in the past, and all of that negativity that was in my life before is in the past, and the negativity is in the past, and the negativity I'm gonna leave in the past, and I'm not gonna do the negativity because it's in the past, and I'm vibrating on a higher. Okay, Melody, we get it. You done with the folk in the past. We get it. No bad energy. She be driving that point home. Anyway, she says she changing her last name, so she going back to Rogers, you know, and it's like I said, it's up from there for her. Kimmy and Tiffany meet for lunch. Tiffany wants to know what happened between Stormy and Destiny. Kimmy tells her, you know, that things went left. I guess it is what it is. You know, so she asks, what's Kimmy been up to? Kimmy tells her that she got her broker's, well, she took the broker's license exam and she passed. She and Maurice have they're going to open up a brokerage firm. So go them. Tiffany, she's, trying to figure out, okay, well, that's a lot. You adding to the play, like within their marriage, they struggle with the time and having quality time and all of that. And, she want to have another baby. And so it's like, you want to have another baby, but you don't have time for your husband. So like, how you going to have time for a baby? Like, make it make sense. Tiffany, of course, feels like you can just make time. Kimmy feels like it's all excuses, whatever, girl. Tiffany just talking to talk. To me, it's storyline. This is just storyline stuff, because, girl, please. Tiffany mentions the guy's trip. And Kimmy is like, girl, I didn't even know about that guy's trip. Like, when you mentioned it, that was my first time hearing about it. Me and Maurice didn't know nothing about a guy's trip. But I guess they're going to go. They're going to go and have fun on their little guy's trip. Shit, we need to go and have us a little girl's trip. And Tiffany's like, I hate girls' trips. Kimmy like, you know what? I do too. And they get a good laugh out of that. It's just like, why do the girls' trips? Why do the girls' trips? Not every woman is a girl's girl. Not every woman wants to be around women all the time. Like, you have your moments where you get out with your girlfriends, but you're not the girl that's going to want to go get ready with the girls, or you're not the girl that you enjoy your space. I have my moments where I'm like that, where it's like, no, I don't need to have a slumber party. I don't need to, get ready at your house. I don't need to do all of those things. Like, sometimes I like to do all of that alone, but I still consider myself a girl's girl. Like, I'm going to go on a girl's trip. It's girl's trip time. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the right girls, of course. So maybe she means this isn't the group for a girl's trip. Cause granted, Destiny and Mel not getting along. Mel and Tisha not getting along. And then, I feel like somebody would try to invite Kiki, and then it would be some mess. That's probably good content. Probably good footage. But it wouldn't go well. That wouldn't be the girl's trip that you want to go on. Because it would definitely be emotionally draining, because y'all ain't going to be getting along. It's going to be a bunch of bickering and fighting and cattiness. So I guess that's why they don't want to go on a girl's trip. Anyway, Martell, he's meeting on a Zoom with a tutor. Her name is Danielle. He's gonna, go ahead and go forward with trying to take this exam again for the builder's license. And she's, she has a few questions for him. It's kind of like she got the interview for him, and it's like, but he hired you, girl. But he hired you to do a job, and you interviewing him like he got to go through you for you to work for him. But anyway, she's more of a strategy. She's about creating a strategy for yourself as it relates to the exam, because the first part of the exam, there are 40 questions, and he only has to get 26 correct to pass. So, if he can remember 26 questions, and answers, he good. And I feel like that's a good strategy. It's about strategizing. Strategy. So for Martell, that's not a great test taker. I'm glad to see that he is, taking the steps to pass this exam on his own without having to ride somebody else's coattail. All right, Mel's relaunch. Kimmy and Tiffany are talking, and hey, girl, did y'all see Bondi Blue? Go ahead, girl. I saw because I follow her on Instagram, so I saw that she went to an event that Mel was hosting. Well, this event. I saw that it was this event, but of course, you don't know when they're really filming. People, these reality stars, they just post here and there, and then you look up on the show, and it's like, that on social media. So you was filming. So yeah, she was there. We saw her a couple of times throughout that evening that they were at Mel's relaunch. She walking around talking to Kimmy. It was good. Go ahead, girl. Anyway, Kimmy and Tiffany are talking, and of course the first topic of discussion is Destiny and Tisha. You know, you think they gonna be here? Probably not. Probably not. They probably did not get did not get an invite. Of course, we have this whole montage where you remember what happened at the last relaunch when Tisha and them got put out. So we don't want anything like that to happen again. So more than likely they ain't gonna be there. Stormy walks up, you know, and Stormy tells Tiffany that, you know, she and Destiny did have another run-in. They had another conversation, you know, and it did not go well, but she's open. You know, she says she don't hold no grudges. They can come back again and try it again. I guess they just gonna keep trying. I don't know. I don't know what type of energy she's exerting into this. Like, it's like I don't know how to feel about Stormy. I don't know. Like, you have these strong opinions and all of this while you're talking to Destiny, and then afterwards it's like, I mean, we cool. Like, I don't hold grudges. It's like, what? You don't? I can't tell. I cannot tell, because every time you see her, it's a lot. You giving a lot. You got a lot for her. So it's looking like you do hold grudges. It's looking like you do. But anyway, Kiki gets there. Kiki in there speaking to the girls. And she sees Stormy. She's like, oh, hey, Stormy, you remember? She gave her a hug. Stormy gave her the fakest hug. You know, it was very... Oh, yeah, girl. Yeah. You don't remember me? Yeah, I heard it was a lot that y'all had to say about me. And she started to go in about some more mess. And Stormy just paid her dust. She just, you know, ignored her, literally, and starts tipping on off, dancing to the music, and continues to walk away and to sit down because she said her feet hurt. Kiki is like, what was that a little bit of shade? And Tiffany, of course, Tiffany gets a kick out of all of this. She always does. It's just she revels in the drama and in the mess. She loves it. She loves it. Even though she tries to say she doesn't, she loves the mess. But anyway, Kiki, you know, she don't like that. she don't like that Stormy, you know, kind of dismissed her in that way. So she says she gonna wanna address it at some point, because she complaining, you know, and she's talking. Stormy's sitting right there, and they're talking, and Kimmy's like, why don't you just tell her she right here? Because Kiki's like, I don't like that she just did that. I don't like that she ignored me. Girl, she's right here. You can talk to her about it. And so finally Kiki does address her, and Stormy's just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I wasn't trying to do that. My feet hurt. Anyway, Kiki talking, I mean, not Kiki. Stormy gonna say that she's not a fan. I'm not a fan of Kiki. Girl, you're not a fan with the D? Okay. She says she's very observant with a B. I said, all these people that's always trying to make it seem like they just not what they are. Saying observant and you a fan says a lot. It says a lot. Because at this big age, girl, you should know it's not fanned with a D. And you should know it's not observant with a B. And it's with a V. Girl, I know you can spell. I know you went to college. You're a college student. I know you're a college girl. I know you're a college girl. And so I'm not finna let you get by saying fanned or observant. We're not doing that at 30 plus. You are going to pronounce those words correctly. You are. Or you need to get off the TV. Now I expect that kind of talk from Wanda, because I mean that's just what Wanda gives. But girl, no, you ain't finna get up here talking about fanned and observant. Trying to sound all astute, said it all wrong, just all wrong. Anyway, she says she don't want no parts of Kiki, because she see Kiki coming a mile away. If Kiki can be sitting up in mixed company talking about her cousin like that, then listen, she don't want no parts. She's not anybody's friend, obviously. Kimmy, no, excuse me, Mel, she arrives, you know, her mother introduces her. Of course, Mel gives the speech. She gives the long speech. It's about her kids, you know, It was similar to the last one. Then she does a demonstration for the audience. You know, she demonstrates that she has a model wash her face, and then she has a model come and get in the milk bath. Model was real extra. The milk bath model was doing a lot. She was trying to get her camera time. Anyway, Mel, you know, gets out there and greets her guests again. Hey, Bondi girl. She greets the ladies. And they're like alluding to the small talk that they just had, and that it was, you know, it's like, oh, finally some good energy. She like, wait a minute, finally good energy. What what kind of energy was the people on before I got here? Y'all better fix it. Y'all better fix it. We don't have time for any of that. Kiki, she wants to pull Kimmy to the side. So Kimmy's like, is it mandatory? And she's like, no, but it's necessary. Okay, girl, let's go out here, because we don't need to be in here within earshot of anybody, you know, that could add more mess to it. So they're going to step out to have their conversation. Kiki is still on this Tisha mess, still on this conversation, and she feels like she wasn't around there talking about Tisha. It was everybody else. Kimmy is like, girl, you added to the conversation, and you should not have been talking about that with the people that were around. That's the problem. Kiki's whole thing, because she's standing 10 toes down. She's standing in it. You know, her thing is, it's not about that. It's what the words were, and I was speaking facts. Kimmy's like, it don't matter. It's about who you were around. And that's where the problem lies, because Kiki's, you know, her thing is, she feels like she didn't slander her at all. It wasn't anything that was untrue. She didn't say anything like that. You know, Kiki, at this point, you're delusional, because of course production shows us footage of the whole conversation. Granted, she didn't dive in and air out any details or anything like that, but she made it seem like she and Tisha had a conversation about Marcel's cheating, when in actuality, that's not what happened. Anyway, Kimmy ends up dismissing the conversation, getting up and going on. You know, she says she's going to go get in the milk bath. Kimmy and Maurice, they double date with Marceau and Tisha. Of course, Maurice has to bring up the housewarming party. They get a good laugh about Wanda, you know, but in all seriousness, they tired of her mess. Because Marceau says, you know, like when it comes to the family, he'll ban her if he has to. If it comes to that, he will, you know. Because Kimmy mentions, why don't we ban her? You know, it's a little joke, but y'all don't have to be inviting her to stuff. You really don't. When it don't involve Marceau and Tisha and their family, Wanda really don't need to be there. If it don't involve Wanda and Tisha like linking up for brunch or something like that, going shopping, then we really don't need to be seeing Wanda. But Wanda be coming to all the events to stir the mess when everybody gathers. That's where you can ban her. But anyway, Marceau is still gonna be writing checks. Of course, he's talking all of this mess, but he's still gonna write the checks for Wanda and her food truck. They changed the subject to Kiki, and Wanda and Kimmy, they feel like Kiki was wrong, of course. Tisha asked for Kimmy's advice, you know, regarding her relationship with Kiki, and Kimmy is like, well, basically, girl, listen, me personally wouldn't even be sticking around for all of this, but I know that this is family. So basically, girl, don't listen to me, because I would have been cut her off. But that's your family, so I'll let you decide. I'll let you decide what to do about that. This is where Marceau kind of explains, you know, what the breakdown is with Kiki, and how she is kind of playing with words here, and making it look one way and it's not really that. She had a conversation with Mel about Marceau's cheating, and because Mel told Kiki some things, and Kiki went back to Tisha and told her about the conversation and what they talked about. She is using that conversation as her "we've been talking about it," explanation. And it's like, no, that ain't no "we've been talking about it." You was talking to her and then called your cousin to tell her what went down. That's how it happened. And it's like, but still, bottom line, what are we talking about here, Marceau? You're cheating. So ain't that the point? All that he said, she said was so aggravating to me. It was like, no, but then she went to this one, and then that one went to that one, and then she said, and then she said, and I'm like, and the bottom line is, Marceau, it's all centered around your cheating. This is why we're here, because we don't know whether you're cheating or if you're not cheating, because you don't like to give direct answers. You go around the bend. I mean, he speaks in parables and riddles, and that shit is so annoying. It's just riddle me this, riddle me that. Like, no, Marceau. Direct yeses and nos, please and thank you. That's why the people think you cheating, because you just can never be straightforward. It's always, let me take you on a journey just to tell you nothing. All these words and more words, and it don't be saying nothing. Don't be saying nothing. But anyway, Marceau don't feel like she deserves Tisha, that is. He doesn't feel like Tisha should apologize for anything, because Tisha, you know, the breakdown, you know, with Kiki's whole problem and Tisha sharing something with Melody and Martell. It was something personal. Blogs and all of that say it was bed bugs, but I mean, Kiki hasn't she hasn't said what Tisha went and told Martell and Melody. She hasn't told us that, but whatever it was her business, and she felt wronged. And Marceau and Tisha feel justified because they feel like they were in a sticky position. They had to tell them. Those are their friends. They had to tell them. We don't know what it was still. But anyway, Marceau's thing is, when it comes to the family, because you know Marceau is always doing this too. When it comes to my family, when it comes to my wife, I'll stop at nothing, you know, to protect them and to keep them happy. They the only ones that matter to me. I only care about what they think. It's like, whatever. Here you go again with all of that. You ain't about to do nothing. But continue to lie to these people. But just to keep on lying to these people. He say he gonna let Kiki know, though, that she need to go on and shut up about this. You know, talking about his family. He ain't with it. He's shown grace in the past with Martell, with Wanda, you know, because that's his mother-in-law. But listen, when it comes to Kiki, he about to let her know he gonna have to get it straight. So we supposed to be scared of Marceau and what he gonna have to say. Whatever. Next week gonna be Uncle Lim coming in there to get some answers too. Wanda done sent her cousins around there to go get some straightening. Anyway. That's where it ends. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.